Ghost Army. In the throes of World War II, a secret unit emerged from the shadows, a unit unlike any other. They were the illusionists of the battlefield, the puppeteers of war, the masters of deception. They were the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, but they would etch their place in history under a different name, the Ghost Army. This was a unit that turned the tide of the war not with bullets and bombs, but with artistry, ingenuity, and the audacious power of illusion. Prepare to step into a world where nothing is as it seems, and deception is the greatest weapon. Welcome to the extraordinary saga of the Ghost Army. In the anguish of World War II, as the Allies strategized to break the iron grip of the Axis powers, an audacious plan was hatched. The brainchild of two American military planners, Colonel Billy Harris and Major Ralph Ingersoll. This plan sought to leverage the power of deception as a weapon of war. And so, on January 20th, 1944, the Ghost Army was activated under the command of the seasoned Army veteran, Colonel Harry L. Reeder. The Ghost Army was not your typical military unit. It was a unique blend of talent and intellect, a melting pot of artists, engineers, professional soldiers, and draftees. We could argue that most of them were ordinary people, seemingly unfit for the job. Nothing is more far from the truth. These were individuals handpicked for their unique skills and creative minds. They were chosen not just for their military prowess, but for their ability to think differently, to craft convincing illusions, to blur the lines between reality and fiction on the battlefield. Among the ranks of the Ghost Army were future luminaries such as fashion designer Bill Bloss, painter Ellsworth Kelly, and photographer Art Kane. West Point graduates and former Army Specialized Training Program participants also found a home in the 23rd. This eclectic mix of individuals was said to have one of the highest IQs in the Army, with an average of 119. It was a masterful illusion, a maestro conducting a symphony of deception on the battlefield. Their tactics were as varied as they were ingenious, encompassing visual, sonic, and radio deception. Visual deception was a cornerstone of their strategy. The Ghost Army used inflatable tanks, trucks, and artillery to create the illusion of a massive force. These decoys, crafted with meticulous attention to detail, were designed to be seen from a distance, fooling enemy reconnaissance and creating the impression of a formidable Allied presence. From the air, these inflatables were indistinguishable from the real thing, a phantom army ready for battle. But the deception didn't stop at the visual. Sonic deception played a crucial role in their operations. The Ghost Army employed sound trucks, powerful vehicles equipped with speakers that could project the sound of troops and tanks up to 15 miles away. These soundscapes, created by engineers and sound technicians, added another layer to the illusion, creating the auditory impression of a vast military force on the move. Radio deception was the final piece of the puzzle. The Ghost Army's Signal Company Special would simulate radio traffic, mimicking the kind of signals that would be expected from the unit they were impersonating. They would create fictitious conversations, adding to the illusion of a bustling military force. The Ghost Army's deceptions were so convincing that they often fooled their own side. There are many accounts of Allied generals redirecting their troops to avoid traffic jams caused by the Ghost Army's inflatable tanks. Such was the power of their illusion. Their grand performance unfolded across the European theater. Their deceptions played a crucial role in several key operations. One of their first major operations was Operation Bettenberg in September 1944, tasked with diverting German attention away from the real location of General George Patton's Third Army. The Ghost Army set up near the town of Bettenberg in Luxembourg. They simulated radio traffic and used their inflatable tanks and artillery to create the illusion of a large force. The deception was a success, drawing German troops away from Patton's actual location and allowing the Third Army to advance with minimal resistance. In December 1944, during the Battle of the Bulge, the Ghost Army was called upon again. They were tasked with simulating the presence of two divisions, approximately 30,000 men, in a sector of the front line. Despite the harsh winter conditions and the proximity of German forces, the Ghost Army successfully carried out their mission, contributing to the eventual Allied victory in the battle. Perhaps their most audacious operation was Operation Viersen in March 1945. The Ghost Army was tasked with simulating the presence of the 30th and 79th Divisions, totaling over 40,000 men, near the town of Viersen in Germany. Their goal was to deceive the Germans into thinking that the main Allied crossing of the Rhine River would occur at a location other than the actual crossing point. The operation was a resounding success, with German forces heavily fortifying the area around Viersen and leaving the actual crossing point relatively undefended. These operations were just a few among the 22 large-scale deceptions the Ghost Army carried out during the war. Each operation showcased their creativity, their courage, and their ability to turn the tide of battle through deception. Their performance on the battlefield saved countless lives and played a crucial role in the Allied victory in Europe. The Ghost Army was a unique ensemble of talent, and among its ranks were individuals who would go on to leave their mark in various fields, as we said before. One of the key figures in the Ghost Army was fashion designer Bill Blass. Before he became a titan of the fashion industry, Blass was a part of the 603rd Camouflage Engineers. He used his artistic skills to help design the deceptive elements used by the unit, from the inflatable tanks to the deceptive patches and insignias. Ellsworth Kelly, a painter who would later become a leading figure in the American abstract art movement, also served in the Ghost Army. Kelly's keen eye for detail and understanding of visual perception were invaluable in crafting the unit's visual deceptions. Arthur Shilstone, a renowned illustrator, was another member of this unique unit. Shilstone's artistic talent was put to good use in the Ghost Army, where he helped create realistic-looking dummy vehicles and equipment. The unit was led by Colonel Harry L. Reeder, a seasoned Army veteran who guided the Ghost Army through its numerous operations. Under his leadership, the unit successfully carried out 22 large-scale deceptions that significantly impacted the course of the war. Their legacy is as unique and compelling as the unit itself. Their innovative tactics and audacious operations played a significant role in the Allied victory in World War II, saving countless lives and contributing to key victories on the battlefield. For decades after the war, the Ghost Army's story remained shrouded in secrecy, their contributions unknown to the public and even to other military personnel. It wasn't until the declassification of military records and the tireless work of historians that their story came to light. Today, their tale of creativity, courage, and cunning stands as a testament to the power of innovation and the indomitable human spirit. As we reflect on the legacy of the Ghost Army, we are reminded that sometimes the pen truly is mightier than the sword, and that deception can be just as powerful a weapon as any gun or bomb. If you have been captivated by the extraordinary saga of the Ghost Army, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We may have more incredible stories of history to share with you. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. Join us as we continue to explore the fascinating annals of history.